Today I want to have a look at whether we can say we are overly empathic or if it's not the case that we've got leaky boundaries. So if you're curious what I mean by this, please watch on. Are you empathic or do you have leaky boundaries? Empathy is basically how we can imagine and sense that we could feel what another person is feeling, experiencing, or has experienced. The example could be that somebody has had a loss and we really feel for what they're going through. It really kind of tugs on our heartstring, or the tough time they're going through. If we're having an argument with someone, we might stop and go, oh, I really sense how you feel. Empathy is a pro-social quality. It helps us care for infants, it helps us in tune to what a baby might want, and it helps us have compassion and care for other people. That is, we have empathy. We don't want to hurt other people. We want the best for them. We care about them. We have compassion and care and concern, but empathy is a little bit further, and a lot of people think they're really empaths because they're picking up sensations wherever they go. But we have to also understand if that is actually necessarily a good thing, or is it because they have grown up in an environment where the boundary between themselves and another was so undefined that they are uncertain of where they end and another begins. And in that way, they're constantly taking on or osmosing thoughts, feelings, and emotions of another. Just how much empathy do we need to have for others? And if we feel that we're picking up energies from others, then how well established are our own personal boundaries? That is, our physical and our emotional and our psychological boundaries. Now here's where the leaking can occur. And by leaking, I mean boundaries are shiftable. They're not this hard line between self and other, where you open a door and let the empathy outer in. They are a shifting, morphing membrane, as it were. But where they can leak is where one has an experience that is unprocessed, that is identified in another. And on inspection, we find out that over-empathic function has got an awful lot to do with unhealed wounding within themselves. So in a way, this empathic connection is actually a projection of one's own unhealed and unresolved wounds. Now that's food for thought, because we all have parts within us that are unhealed and unresolved. So if you are feeling that you are overly empathic, you might want to look at your self-boundaries and also what it is that you are really triggered by in your empathic states, and see where there might be a leakage into your own wounding or a projection out of your own unhealed issues around that certain thing. So that was just a little summation of leaky boundaries or empathy, something to ponder. If you've enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to hear more from me, and thanks for joining in today.